girl dinner.
I love
Girl dinner.
Yes.
When I get home and I have nothing to eat, I eat a tortilla.
You put butter in it?
Oh, a butter tortilla?
Yes.
I have that, a half a kombucha, and then some nuts. And I'm I'm so full, guys.
You guys, I'm so full.
And then I'm going to bed, my stomach's grumbling, and I'm skinny. Hey campers, welcome back to another episode of Gay and Afraid with me, your host, Eric Sedeño, or better known as Rico Taquito. This is the podcast where we are putting the camp back in camping, and today we're talking about all things siblings, having one, being one, fights, story times, and much, much more. To help me get into this topic, I have someone very special joining me around the campfire. You know her from Two Idiot Girls as one of the Idiot Girls. Please help me welcome the beautiful, the iconic, the talented Deison Afualo! Woo! Okay, you look stunning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited.
No, when we met, it was at Gov Ball, and you ran up to me and I was like, this girl's fun.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was like, you're Rico Taquito, I love you.
Yeah. And you're really good at this bang moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, she's good.
Yeah. Twin.
Yeah, twin. Oh my God. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I feel like you've had a crazy year.
Yeah. I was just talking to my sister, I can't believe it's only July. It feels like it's still March or something.
I've lived 3 years.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I've lived 3 years in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you what was your favorite thing you've done this year?
Probably the Oscars. I think that was the craziest thing I got to go to. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Pretty nutty. Yeah.
I'd be crying too if I was there.
I cried the whole time. Yeah, it was a good time. I had fun the whole time.
Yeah. So what's new with you? I feel like I haven't caught up with you since January.
I know. Nothing. Just working and being busy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to date again. I don't know.
Dating is so crazy. When I had dating apps, I used to get drunk. And then I'd look at all it was when I had new matches, okay, a few points there, I'm winning.
Yeah.
And then I would look at my profile and be like, this profile is so good.
She's stunning.
That's I would swipe yeah.
Me too. I'm she's so funny when I'm looking at it. I'm not getting nearly enough swipes as I feel like I deserve.
No, I know. I was like, how am I getting rejected?
I swiped on you. Everyone should be swiping on me.
There was one point where I had this picture where I was like this, and I had face tuned my waist to be this big.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I was and I thought it was the funniest picture ever.
It is.
And then I remember people would respond and be like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a joke.
It's my body. Are you judging
It's my body.
me?
It's my natural
Sorry,
figure.
I'm God-given talent. Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. How's dating going? Bad?
Bad. It's just impossible.
I heard dating in LA is hard.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being gay and dating in LA.
Awful.
Well, also, where do lesbians hang out?
I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know.
I feel like it's there's no lesbian bars, right?
No, they made a wine bar in LA. I haven't been to it yet. But here's my thing too. I feel like a lot of lesbian or queer spaces tend to be more focused towards white people.
That's what I've heard.
So when I go, I'm I feel othered in there and it's weird. You know what I mean?
I had a guest and she's lesbian. She was saying all the parties, all the white people parties have terrible music.
They do. Is that Emily or Grayson?
Yeah, Grayson.
They're so real for that. It's true. It's all beat music, and I'm I don't want to dance to this.
They're
and I always fall for it. I'll still go and hope they play something good, make the sound. They never do, and I'm always there.
I know. Grayson was so funny.
They're hilarious. I love them.
They were just saying the craziest shit about being lesbian, and I was like, you just give lesbian I in a good way.
Not in a slur, but in a relatable way. Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know if I run you through the Gay and Afraid, the story behind it, but
okay.
Can I run it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so this is supposed to be funny. So
it is funny. Yeah. I'm already laughing. Yeah. I don't want to give away too much.
Okay. No, but when I was in Boy Scouts, this is why we're on a campsite.
Okay.
I all the other Boy Scouts, we sat around a fire, and one of them turned to me and was like, "Are you gay?" And in that moment, I was nothing but filled with fear and gayness.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget how I felt in that moment, and and then how hard I lied after. I was like, oh, absolutely not.
I'm not gay. That video, I just think Nicki Minaj is very sexy. I thought that was so funny. She is though. I'm not lying.
I'd be listening to her album on YouTube sped up.
Why?
Because it was free. Like,
Oh, okay.
'cause
No, but why sped up is what I mean.
because that's how they would like upload it. Because otherwise it would be like copyright issues.
Oh, okay.
And
I
it
thought you
wasn't-
were changing the speed. I see what you mean.
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
But like, I remember I wanted the lyric video so I could learn the words.
Yeah.
But the only way they would do the lyric videos is if it was sped up, so they wouldn't get like
So you're like
copyright.
even faster at it?
Yeah.
You're like listening to Itty Bitty Piggy and you're like, I'm literally straight. You guys.
What's that one song? Masquerade.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
a good one.
Masquerade. I learned all the lyrics to that
Mhm.
one, and I was like going to school like in my head singing it, being like, "No, I'm straight."
Like literally, you guys, it's not even like a
literally,
big
guys.
deal. Yeah.
No, yeah, but I don't know. Do you have any moments from like your childhood that, or like, it doesn't have to be about being gay, but like that you'll never forget, like a comment or something that someone made?
Well, I didn't know I was gay till I got to college, and I did the gayest thing you could do is just join a women's rugby team. And I was
Oh,
on the team, and I
that's-
was like, I'm literally straight. Like, stop. And then I met one girl, and I was like, hold on a second.
Did
I
you
don't
meet
know
one
about
girl and you're like, "This is the love of my life,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna marry you"?
Yeah, and I thought I was going to for 8 years. So that's why I feel like when I meet people like Grayson who have been out for so long but single for long periods of time,
Yeah,
I feel like I'm restarting everything for the last like 2 years.
yeah.
So I was with someone for so long, and I feel like I missed out on a lot of like initial queer experiences where you kind of like date around. Like I got wifed on like almost immediately.
But like when you think about it, getting wifed up almost immediately is like the most lesbian thing
It
you can
is,
do.
yeah. We move it. U-Haul together. Yeah,
You
yeah,
haul
yeah.
together?
Yeah.
That's still one of my favorite TikToks. It's like, just saw two lesbians on their second date,
Yeah.
and it's a U-Haul or a Subaru pulling a
A
U-Haul.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's so true. I mean, yeah. And then I just played rugby, and everyone on my team was gay. I'd never been around that many queer women, which I think like not like liberated me, which sounds like really dramatic, but I feel like I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize queer people can look so different. I always had like
Yeah,
they were all supposed to be like very masculine women. That's how I thought
yeah.
like lesbians were, and they are, but they're not only that. You know
I
what
know.
I mean?
And like also, I feel like it's way easier for girls to get like, I feel like gay women versus gay men. I feel like it's way easier for gay women to like not even like have to face
Yeah,
like what they're actually feeling, because there's this whole narrative that like all women hate men.
yeah,
All like that's not like everyone.
yeah. So then
all
it's
over
hard
the
to
internet-
even know if I'm like, am I gay or am I just like, or am I straight and I just hate men?
Yeah, which I feel like is really funny that's like all
Yeah.
women are like, men are terrible, we hate them, but I'm attracted to them, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's my
Yeah.
sister. She's like, I hate it, but I'm like, "Mm."
She always gets attacked by the ugliest guys. And then and then the videos of her, and all she does is like put a sound on and then like click their
It's just
profile
the SpongeBob,
pictures.
the yeah, it's just her going. It's awful.
So crazy.
Mhm.
Did you come out when you were like 21 then, or?
I like came out when I like to my like my parents when I was like I think 19.
Okay.
And so like my brother was the funniest one I came out to because he was like I think 10 or so. And when he had met my girlfriend at the time, I said we were best friends. So then like a year
Yeah.
later, I was like, okay, actually like I'm in love with her, like we're girlfriends. And he was like, what? He was like, do you think I'm gay because I love my best friend? I'm like, that's not how it works. So no, that's okay. But yeah, but I didn't come out to like everyone else until I was probably like 23, like after college. So I was like secretly dating my girlfriend.
Yeah.
My ex now, but for 4 years. But like my parents and family, like everyone knew.
Oh, okay.
And then when I started posting on Instagram, instead of calling her my best friend, she's my girlfriend.
Friend, yeah.
And so that's why I always laugh when people are like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's my best friend. I'm like, I had a friend like that once. I know who you are.
Yeah, the first person I told, I was like, well, I thought I was like bisexual. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was
Buy
lying.
now, gay later. That's
buy
what
now,
I've heard.
gay later.
Yeah.
Which bisexual people get mad because they're like, I'm like, I'm not saying.
I'm not saying
like,
you're not valid, but I'm
just
saying
saying like
about
that was
myself.
that was
Yeah.
my story.
Mhm.
That was like
That's my truth.
that's
yeah.
my truth, and I really was not bisexual at all. I'm just saying.
You're like you love women, like you appreciate women for being
I
women.
really-
Yeah.
I just like love being around women, so I thought that
Mhm.
was like, oh, I'm bisexual. Like I want to be around girls all the time. No,
No, I like.
no,
Yeah.
not a single bit of attraction.
Mhm.
I'm like, I would have like the prettiest girls, and they'd be like the prettiest outfit. And I'd be like, I wish I could wear that.
No, like I wish I could kiss you.
Yeah, not like I wish I could kiss you. I kissed a girl and I was like,
Not for me. Yeah.
But I told my sister I was bisexual and she was like, no. And I was like, I am. And she's like, really? And I was like, yes. And she was like, what? And I was like, I know. And then she's like, okay.
She's like, I'm over it. Who cares?
She literally like, she was like, what? And she's like, okay. And she went back on her laptop and I was like, so we're not going to talk about it? I was like,
You're like, we're not gonna have my big moment. Yeah.
oh yeah. And like, well, you're the oldest sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm the middle.
Okay.
And I always think like I'm so dramatic because I like need the attention
Yeah.
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, so were you dramatic growing up or?
No, that was usually my sister. Yeah.
Drew?
Yeah. Drew is more sensitive, but I feel like I'm naturally actually way more sensitive to her, I think, or than her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No,
Because
I'm
what's
very
your sign?
chill.
She's a Virgo.
I'm a Sagittarius. So.
Oh my God, my boyfriend's a Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, and you're a Virgo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do you feel like you are a Sag?
I always think I'm not. Well, because I'm a Cancer rising, which I think I present more as a Cancer.
Okay,
So
crazy.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Well,
But-
actually, okay. I say I love
I'm
Cancer.
just kidding. Yeah.
Love Cancer women,
hmm
and then Cancer men are like,
Awful.
why are they so crazy?
I don't know.
It's like actually a thing. Same with
Yeah.
Gemini. Gemini women. Oh no, Gemini men I like. Gemini women are crazy.
Oh, I feel that.
Do you feel that? Am I
Yeah.
crazy?
I felt that. Yeah. No, I just made a new friend, and she's a Gemini sun and Gemini moon, which I think is insane.
That is
Like, how do you like even exist? I don't even know.
She's fighting her internal
Yeah,
battles.
so many inner demons in there. It's too much.
She's been fighting demons
Left
for
and right.
years.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
That's so crazy. I don't know. I feel like I'm a Virgo, but like not in the right ways.
No, I would have thought you were a Leo.
Yes.
I'm sure you get that a lot. Are you do you have Leo in your big three?
So I always say I'm a cusp, but I'm not.
I love lying too.
No, but like, have you heard of New Astrology?
Okay.
It's like it changed. They added like a sign or something, and they changed the
Yes,
date.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, I'm a Leo in the New Astrology.
Ooh. Okay.
So I'm modern.
I'm evolved.
I'm evolved. I'm like the next gen or
Yeah.
something. But I feel like I like I'm very much like a perfectionist.
Yes. Okay.
And I think that's where my Virgo
and
like,
the creative aspects, like with the candles, like your designs and everything.
yeah,
All your
thanks.
presents you make for your boyfriend, I love, because that's how I love to make things for people.
Yeah.
Especially like in creative ways. So those are
And
my
he
favorites.
he's a Sagittarius, my boyfriend, and he loves making things for people too.
Mhm.
Is that your love language? Is it
Yeah,
gifts?
I love gift giving. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everyone thinks it's like expensive gifts when you say it out
Mhm.
loud, but it's like no, it's like thoughtful and
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
meaningful.
Like I saw this and thought of you, so I bought it for you, or got it for you. Yeah, yeah,
Like my favorite tradition with my boyfriend is like I've been traveling a lot
Mhm.
recently, and every time I go on a trip, I try and find a shot glass with tits on it.
yeah. He loves them.
He has like 8 or 9 now. And like I was in Italy, I was so sad I couldn't find one.
That trip looks so fun though.
It was so fun. It was crazy.
Mhm.
And this one street I was supposed to walk down to like looked too busy. And then I walked one block over and I walked past this thing, and it was there was like 2 titty glasses left, and I bought them. And I was like, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So he has titty shot glass from Italy. I just think it's such a funny tradition.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, I'm just like such a gift giver.
Mhm.
I don't know why. It just like makes me happy.
Yeah.
Even cards.
I love cards. Yeah, you did a handwritten card when you came to Drew's show, and my mom was like, "How sweet!" Because my mom loves handwritten stuff like that.
Oh
too.
yeah.
yeah.
I love.
Mhm.
I just
a
like
little
such.
card. It's so cute.
Yeah, I grew up being like a card person.
Yeah, our family did too. I
Yeah.
feel that. Yeah.
And is your little brother's really shy, right? Or is he?
He like is about like silly shit, like ordering at the movie theaters,
Mhm.
but like he'll get up and like perform a karaoke song. Like I couldn't do that, but I can order at the movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so opposite. I think it's because he's the baby, so we do everything like that for him.
Oh, okay.
So like I like help register him for classes or whatever he's doing, or
Yeah.
organize his school shit. And then when it's time for him to like do something normal, he's like, I can't do that. It's
That's
too much.
so funny.
Yeah.
My sister's definitely the baby. She's like the
Mhm.
princess. She's the only girl, and she's like.
Yeah, that's my brother. Only boy, and he's the youngest. Yeah.
So like, is he your mama's boy?
Yeah.
I'm looking over there.
My sister calls him the Prince of Persia.
Oh really?
Yeah. He could do anything. And my mom's like, he's different from you guys. No, he's not.
That's how my.
He's
par-
19. No, he's not. No.
That's how my parents are with my sister, kind of.
Yeah.
But were you closer to Drew than your brother growing up? You
Well,
think-
me and Drew are 2 years apart, and
Yeah.
then for my brother, I'm 11 years apart. So like
Yeah.
when Donnie was born, like I was like, it felt like I was having a baby. Like I was so excited.
Yeah.
And my mom would go to every appointment. And I was like, okay, what did he say? Like, how's our baby doing? I was so excited to have a baby because I wanted a little sibling, and Drew would never let me hold her, or like
Yeah.
it was kind of like, did you ever watch the Rugrats movie where they get lost in the forest?
Oh wait,
In
not
the
I know
Reptar wagon, not Rugrats in
Paris?
Paris. No, the one before that.
Oh, I
It's like
don't-
when Dill is born. That's the first time you meet him.
Oh, okay.
In that movie, like how mean Dill is to Tommy, that was Drew to me. Like he
Really?
like comes in, like the baby, she's like holding him in the delivery room, and like he walks in and the baby like starts screaming and like kicks him in the head. Like that was Drew to me.
Really?
Yeah, but we were like inseparable, like twins. But
Yeah.
like I was always like, my mom has so many videos of me like trying to hug her, and she's like, get off me. Like she just hates when people touch her, and I'm like, please. Like I just want to love everyone.
That's so funny. See, like me and my sister were like that. Well, my older brother were like 5 years apart,
Okay.
and then my little sister were like almost Irish twins. Like
Oh, okay.
she's like a year and 10 days from me, so we grew up really like
yeah,
twins.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
And I think it's me and my brother used to like hate each other. like hate each other.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I just hated him. But like when I think about it, I was 11 and he was 16.
Yeah.
And so like he did not want to be
no,
around.
he's like, you're annoying. Go away. Yeah.
And I was there playing with my sister's Barbies.
Mhm.
Those dolls' hair. Babe.
Like, she wants an updo when you're doing it. Yeah.
One time we were playing Super Smash Bros. Me and my brother together. And then I picked Princess Peach. Obviously.
Yeah.
Red flag. Number one.
You're like, I just love her outfit. She looks great.
And then, I was like, she has the best powers. Like, she's like the best.
She's the strongest one if you really think about it.
Literally, I just wanted to float.
Yeah. On the little parasail.
Yeah, the parasail. And I'll just never forget. He was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "What?" And then he literally left me there and didn't play with me because
That's so mean.
he was mean to me.
Yeah.
One time he punched me in the stomach because like he punched me in the stomach, and like me being so dramatic, like my parents weren't even home. I laid on the ground for like 15 minutes. Like I was fine.
Me and Drew have so many stories like that. We would always, my mom would always have us do chores every weekend. Like, and we knew
really?
and we would switch every weekend. So one of us would do the bathrooms, which is like our shared bathroom and my parents' bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one would do the kitchen and like the floors and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we would always fight every single weekend. Like we didn't know we had to do chores.
Yeah.
And my parents would go like grocery shopping. It's like, I remember one time she was like irritating me and I was like, just leave me alone. I'm like trying to listen to Hannah Montana while she's trying to play like the Jonas Brothers in the kitchen. I'm like, turn your music down. I can't hear mine.
Yeah.
And so she kept coming in the bathroom and I was like, leave me alone. I was like sitting on the ground and she stuck her head in, but I didn't see it. And I kicked the door closed. So it hit her head. And she like did that, you know, when like little kids fall and they do that silent cry where there's no sound coming out. You're like, oh no. She started crying. I was like, I'm sorry. Please don't tell mommy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's such a real like, please don't tell mom.
Yeah. And
like trying to bribe them. I'll give you gum.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I'll give you anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'll do your chores for a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like try not to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. She always says that I'm the tattletale. Was your brother a tattletale?
I don't know. I'm like, maybe not. No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I don't think he cared enough to like do all. I feel like my sister was the tattletale.
Oh, I feel that, yeah.
But we were just like really close, me and my sister. I don't know. It's like we're still pretty close, but she doesn't live in New York and she lives in Dallas. So
oh yeah.
But it's like so crazy to see like your sibling grow up. Like,
yeah, especially my little brother because he just graduated from high school, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like watching him, like, because I remember when I graduated from high school, he was still a baby. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really wild. 11 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's always felt like my son. I'm like, don't touch me, you're annoying. But he's still my son, you know.
Also, you said something about the Jonas Brothers, and that video of you and Drew singing the Jonas Brothers together is so, it's like a timestamp.
I know.
Like an era of the world that you like captured. It's such a good video.
I know. I wish we kept more of them. Like, do you know the podcast Good Children?
Yeah.
It's with Joe and Andrew.
Yeah.
There are videos like I wished I kept like videos of us like acting or whatever. Like, do you know, because they're so funny. We have so many.
They have so much content from like being like best friends and little kids together.
From their like accents are way like thicker when they're little, which I think is so funny. But yeah, every time I watch their videos, I'm like, I wish we had more footage of that, but I'm sure we'll find it. Yeah, I
know. I really like their podcast.
It's really funny.
Yeah, and I think like I don't know. I think Tuffy just went on it or something. And I'm just like so like I don't know. They're just like so
the energy
funny.
between the three of them. I can't even imagine. It's gonna be really funny.
I'm like I really want to like hang out with them at some point. Just like be their friend.
Yeah.
They have such a good podcast because you can feel the genuineness between
like
them.
They've known each other for so long. Yeah,
so like they grew up as gay best friends, not even knowing
know that they were gay,
and they had like comfort in each other. That's like such a cool experience.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm like jealous. Yeah.
It's
just me.
I was like, it was just me against the world, babe.
I know, truly.
lying on campsites. No.
Listening to Hannah Montana at night, yeah.
So like I think I knew I was gay probably in like middle school.
Okay.
Like I just like knew something was different. And then I think I lied to myself up until college. And then that's when I kind of like was like, okay, girl.
Let's be serious.
This ain't working.
This isn't us. Yeah.
And then I fell in love with a twink. Huge mistake.
Happens to the best of us.
Some people are like twink isn't a slur, but I'm using it as a slur right now.
No, I am. So
I am. It is a
yeah.
slur to me in this moment.
Yeah, I feel that.
No, but like he did this thing where he he was like, "Do you want to be exclusive?" And I was like, "Yes." And I was like, "We're getting married."
Yeah, literally.
And then he was like hooking up with other people, and I was like, "Oh,
do you know what exclusive means?" Yeah.
I was like, "You asked me."
Huh?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I didn't even want to, and you're like, "I did really want to." Huh?
Yeah, and then I was like, "We can work it out."
And then it just keeps happening.
He broke up with me too. I was like, he's like, I've been seeing other people. And I was like, what? You asked me. And he's like, I'm done here. And I was like, and I was the pretty one.
I hate that. That's what always happens. You look
That's
back
what-
and you're like, how embarrassing for me.
How embarrassing for
I
me.
deserve more. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. But honestly, like when he broke up with me, this is when like I always feel like when one door closes, it's like a good, like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like a baby step into being gay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, now I know what I'm doing.
Exactly. And what I expect out of my partners. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like when you came out in college? Were all your rugby friends like your gay friends? You like learned a lot and like
about like sex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And different, like I learned what U-Haul meant, or like lipstick lesbian. Like my friend was like, have you ever watched The L Word? I'm like, what is that?
Is it a show?
You've never watched it?
No.
It's not good. Don't. But I have watched it. It's like a scripted television show, but it's like all lesbians, and it's honestly like pretty accurate of like the lesbian community, which sounds really bad, but like in terms of like they just start like they kind of like all date each other and like cheat on each other and then date someone else, and then these ones get married but that one cheats on that one, and then a new girl moves into town, and it's all in Silver Lake, which is crazy, and it's pretty progressive for it being out in like 2005. Like I didn't know there were TV shows out like that.
I know there was like gay TV shows that were like pretty iconic early 2000.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, there's a 17-year-old who's like going to the bars and like starts hooking up with like a 30-year-old guy.
And they're like, oh, I hope they make it. And you're like, no, that's gross.
Yeah, like looking back at it now, I'm like, okay, that's really realistic actually, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's like romanticized, which I hate. Yeah.
Gay people are so psychotic.
Truly. I'm afraid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you say your relationship is with your siblings now? Like,
it's still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my sister we've always been really close. My mom like it was always like, that's your best friend, like when we would get mad at each other and she'd make us like make up. So me and my sister have always been really close, and we've actually always been close with my little brother too.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I feel like I'm really, really, really close with my brother.
Yeah.
He has 2 babies, and like he's like so happy to like FaceTime me and show me his babies.
Yeah.
And they grow up so fast.
I know.
It's so weird.
It's crazy.
I thought she would be like a baby for like 8 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like,
ew,
no.
she's walking. That's weird.
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's normal.
She's only a year old. Put her back down.
Yeah.
Like, don't let her do that.
Don't
like,
let her do that.
No, but it's like so crazy to see how like he's grown up a lot.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, it's like nice.
It's funny watching babies too get their own personalities and things like that.
Oh, I can
like
tell.
they're sassy or whatever. Yeah.
No, I like my niece is about to be 2.
Mm-hmm.
She's already terrible. The terrible 2s are real.
That's what my brother was too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm scared of him. Yeah.
I'm like, she's demanding already.
Mm-hmm.
And she's bilingual. They're making her bilingual. So she says things in Spanish. I'm like, she's mean to me.
You guys.
She gets on FaceTime with me. She goes, bye-bye.
She's like, what?
She's like, who's that? Bye-bye. And she's like, adios. And I'm like, ah. It's like, Amelia, love me. I was like, please. No, I'm like, oh my God, can you imagine being a parent?
No.
That
like
sounds
at my age
crazy.
right now, my mom already had me and my sister, and I think was pregnant with my brother and married. I could never do that right now. And a homeowner.
Also, you're just like stunning. I
Thank
love your hair
you.
color with your skin.
Thank you.
Like the white streaks.
I know. They're all breaking off, so I was all
Oh my God, girl, I know about breakage. When I went
awful.
blonde, we've all been there.
Insert photo. Yeah. I love that picture.
That picture, it's like, and the funny part was like, people were like, he must have cried. I was laughing out loud.
I was living.
I was literally like, I've never looked crazy in my life. Like, this is the gayest I'll ever be. I was like, let me like live in this moment.
Every gay has like at least one moment where you want to bleach your whole head.
I feel like you have to.
Have you bleached your eyebrows?
No.
I really want to, but I'm so scared.
See, I'm like afraid like I'll look like a goblin.
I know, and then I'll be like, I hate them, and then they grow back in 2 days later. I'm like, it's even worse. I wish I just never did it.
I know you can like dye them back, but I'm like, if I like that, well, see, I would have to get rid of the mustache. Because imagine I had bleached eyebrows and a mustache and brown hair.
Yeah,
people would be like, he's going through it.
He's having a moment. Yeah.
Anytime I do anything, my comments are like, he's going through it.
He was going through something.
I'm just having fun.
I'm just living, girl. I don't know.
I like the funny part was when I went blonde, I wasn't even going through any like emotional distress. I was just like, let me try this. And I remember being like, I got a text from my friend like, are you okay?
Yeah.
My mom acted like I was dead.
Why? She hated it?
She hated the blonde hair.
Dang. My mom hated my blonde hair too.
Were you like bleach? Like like
Yeah, I was trying to do
platinum.
platinum like Billie Eilish core. The worst part about
Oh,
like going in with pictures of other women to get your hair done for me is that I forget that I don't look like them. So like
yeah.
I never imagine them with my hair.
Oh
Like
my
or like
God.
my how I look personally. I've
Yeah.
had so many horrible haircut experiences. We used to go to Great Clips to get our haircut,
Oh my God.
and I took a picture of Haley Williams from Paramore because I was obviously gay. But at
Oh,
the time I was like,
obviously.
oh, she's iconic, you know?
Yeah.
And then it looked awful because it's a Great Clips and they don't know how to cut hair like that. And I don't style my hair. So like
So
it's just like it looked like a Christmas tree, like just super choppy. Eighth grade picture. It's awful.
so funny. Well, like my mom used to. I said this multiple times on the podcast, but like my mom used to just get me every 2 or 3 weeks and buzz my head because she didn't want to pay for a haircut.
She's like, enough.
And
Yeah.
so I was just always bald. And so now my hair means so much to me. So when I get it cut,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is. I cry every time.
You're like, no.
Like,
As if you didn't ask for it.
as
Yeah.
if I didn't show them a picture of like someone with not my hair texture, a different head shape, different
Yeah.
skin. I have a guy who colors my hair,
Mhm.
and I showed him a picture of a guy with red hair, and I was like, I want this. And he said, no, you don't, babe.
How do you know?
He's like, see how pale they are? It's not gonna work on you.
It's so true.
And I was like, he's looking out for me.
yeah.
I
like
really,
your hair color. It's really cute.
Thanks. I think I'm gonna go back to my like dark.
Mhm.
My for my birthday, my present to myself is gonna be like shave my mustache, go
Okay.
back to my hair and like get it short,
Okay.
and I want to be young again.
I love that.
I know, but like I live my life in Harrah's.
I love that. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I look at my
Like Taylor
blonde,
Swift has the Eras tour. We
Yeah.
have Harrah's tour.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
start
that.
it. Like
Yeah.
I do. I live my life in Harrah's. I've been blonde. Right now I'm
Yes.
brown.
Mhm.
I've had like long hair, short hair. I've had a lot of bad hair.
Yeah. More of those than good. Yeah, I feel that.
Honestly, it's more often terrible than good.
Yeah.
What's your next Hera?
This is the longest I've ever kept a hair color. I've had it for almost 2 years, the red, and I think it's like my thing right now. Like I think I want to stick with it because I've done like right before I moved to New York, which was like my really bad hair era.
Yeah.
I asked the girls to dye my hair. I'm like, can you dye it all like red? But she made it like a dark like red brown, which I hated. And I was like, okay. And I told her I wanted money pieces, but I had bangs at the time, so she
Oh.
put them on the sides, and then she put blonde in the bangs like underneath like brown parts. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't ask her to do that. I was like, I love it. Tears in my eyes. Oh my god, it's so good. And then I watched Hairspray like 2 years later, and that's how Tracy Turnblad changes her hair when she goes to the dress store with her mom.
Oh, okay.
And she gets those blonde streaks in her hair, and they're also
Yeah.
in her bangs. And I was like, how embarrassing.
You were in your hairspray era?
Yeah, Hairspray Hera. Too much.
No, like I don't know. I like when I think about what I want to do with my hair, it's always like something crazy.
Yeah.
And then they'll do what I ask. I'm like, what was I thinking?
You get mad at them. You're like, why did you do it like that? That's how you asked for it.
Or like I'm really bad at maintenance.
Me too. That's why my bangs, my roots are growing in, so I have to get them redone. And
It's
I'm
kind
like,
of a look.
I know, I'm like the cool girl who doesn't get her hair done, which is me being lazy.
I got like I had racing stripes. I had like red pieces in my hair.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
And then they would just like every time I wash my hair, they would like turn
I
like this
know.
nasty orange pink, and I'm like, it's kind of a vibe. And I remember my boyfriend being like, "You gotta do something about it."
He goes, whatever vibe it is, I don't like it. Yeah.
I know. I'm excited to see where my hair goes. I'm like also like so glad I'm not one of those guys who's like balding.
I know. You have great hair, and your facial hair is crazy, like in the best way crazy.
Thanks.
Like my
yeah.
dad like always talks about he wishes he could grow like a really thick like kind of JVN like Jonathan Van Ness like type beard like
Oh,
mustache.
yeah.
He's like, I can't. It's so patchy. He always talks about how he's jealous of like other guys that can do that. But you have a strong mustache. I love it.
Thanks. I know it's like such a staple.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to get rid of it and just be like, who am I?
I'm so mysterious, you guys.
I'm so mysterious when I'm walking down the street. I'm like, you guys don't even know who I am.
Everyone's wondering who is that?
Who is that? Oh my god. I know it's crazy. I've had the mustache for like almost 3 years now.
Mhm.
And I'm really afraid I just tanned yesterday. I'm like, when I shave it and there's like a white bar.
You're like, put it back. Like on SpongeBob when he rips it off his
Yeah,
mustache. Yeah.
I'm like, oh god. But
Mhm.
no, I know. So like what do you think? Do you have like something you want to do after red? Like the future?
I would love to be blonde again, but I'm lazy and I won't. It's so high maintenance and I know I won't get it done.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm just gonna stick with the red. I feel like it just suits
It
me.
looks really good on you. It is like
Thanks.
your vibe right now. I
Yeah.
can like tell you really like live in the red.
Yeah.
You're also really good at your getting your nails done.
I know. Nails and lashes. Those are like new things. Yeah. Lash
Yeah.
extensions.
And when I get my fillers, you guys are gonna be like,
You
whoa.
won't, the threads, yeah, you won't even recognize me.
My eyes are gonna be so open. I'm gonna be seeing new things. Like,
Like real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. Do you remember that?
oh my God.
So real.
I have it tattooed on my.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. I actually do want to get tattoos. You have really cool hand tattoos.
Yeah, I have these, and then I have one on my leg that I really
They remind
like.
me of Rihanna. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
get that a lot. Yeah, they're cultural or someone, and I really like them.
yeah. You
And
guys
I
are-
feel like they make me look more gay, which is one of the reasons I got them.
yeah.
Like I'm like, I love my culture.
I
but
just
also
think they
feel
make
like
you
they're
look really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. There's some how do you say
Samoan.
Samoan?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say it wrong.
No, you're fine. And well, I'm leaving. Yeah.
I love how like you guys are so proud of like
Mhm.
I don't know, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And then The Rock is like your
He's the only one
Yeah.
forever. So that's why, like, now that Drew's doing it, I'm like, yeah, there's one of us.
I know.
Because it's always only been him. I'm like, and I would lie and tell people that's my uncle. That's what every Samoan person does that. No, people are like, I tell everyone you're my cousin. I don't even know that person. I'm like, tell everyone we're cousins. I do it all the time.
That's so funny. So what is it like being the only gay sibling? We can both get into this. 'Cause
I know. I don't know. I feel like it's exciting because it's like my one thing. I'm like, you guys are not this. So like, June is all about me, you know?
And the red hair.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm the middle and I'm the gay one. So
Yeah.
I'm just drama.
Yeah.
They just know dramatics. Like I'm gonna bring out the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the drama. I feel that. Yeah.
I like, oh my God. Me and my boyfriend had half a fight this last weekend.
Mhm.
And I literally went through like all the stages of grief. And I'm like, it's over. It's over. And then he walks to the door and I was like, I can't remember why I'm mad.
I love that. That's so funny.
And I'm like, oh, maybe I am dramatic. Like, you know what I mean?
Am I the drama?
Am I the drama?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the drama.
That's good though that you forget. I feel like that's good. Not because
I-
like you're dramatic, but it's like it wasn't nearly as big of a deal and then you're over. I like
No.
remember everything. It's a curse.
I like wrote down a list of like why I could show you right now. It's like a note
Why I'm mad.
why I'm upset. That's literally the name of the note.
I'm glad you're here because I'm gonna bring up my PowerPoint presentation. You have slides.
Things I'm upset about. And then I did a list. It's a long thing too. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he got there and I was like, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't even know why you were mad. You put it on him. I don't even know
Yeah.
why you were mad at me, but
Yeah.
it was you being mad.
Yeah. Did you think you were gonna be the famous sibling?
No.
You kind of are.
Oh, thank you. No, I thought for sure it was gonna be Drew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like.
She's
a-
always said since she was little, I feel like I'm gonna be famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is a star.
She's like, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be doing something. And I was like, okay.
She's always doing something. That girl
Mhm.
works. You guys
Busy.
both. Like, I feel like you're always everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some might say all at once. Yeah.
I feel like growing up the gay sibling is like so funny because you're like, I don't know. I feel like gay people are all kind of stars.
Yeah.
In
I
their
feel
own
that.
way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like I always think like the gay sibling is like the one who like puts on the most of the show.
I feel that. Yeah.
And I like kind of love that for us.
Are you the only gay one like in your like extended family too?
My mom has 2 gay cousins.
Okay.
But like they live in like one lives in Oklahoma and one lives in Florida. So I never
Okay.
really got to see them.
Yeah.
But I do remember going and like this is really funny. My dad, she was like living with this woman.
Okay.
It's like my mom's second cousin. And we were in Oklahoma and we went over to her house and she's like living with this woman,
Mhm.
but she was referring to her as her,
Her
friend.
roommate. Oh, okay.
Her friend who's like staying with her right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
And she had her friend's cats were there.
Gay. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, my friend's cats are staying here for a while. And then my dad turns to her, he's like, oh, how long are they gonna be here?
She's
like, what a crazy
forever.
And she was like a pause and she goes, well, hopefully for a very long time. And I was like, Dad, like you couldn't put the pieces together. Like
Yeah. He goes, that's weird.
he's like, why?
Is she paying rent? And he's like getting all into it.
I was like, oh, I don't know. I think that's like so funny.
Yeah.
My dad was a little bit clueless about like.
He's like, what?
I'm like, read the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 1 bedroom. He's like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello.
Mhm.
They're also like, no offense, like looked very lesbian.
Yeah.
They had like the classic lesbian haircuts.
Yeah.
She had a Harley. Babe, like talk
He's
about
like,
red
they're
flags.
just friends. Yeah.
They're just friends. I'm like, oh.
He's like, I saw them holding hands, but I thought it was like as friends or something. I don't know. Yeah.
yeah. We went to a wedding. She was in a suit. I'm like,
He's like, we need to settle down with a real man, huh? She's like, what?
Oh my God. Have you ever seen that that meme of that woman? And she's like in a suit, and then and she has like a classic lesbian haircut.
Yeah.
And then the caption is, I know she runs that McDonald's like a
the
Navy.
And then your dad's like, but she, like, when's she gonna meet her husband? What's she doing?
Settle down.
Yeah.
So stupid. But I do want to get into the future.
Okay.
Like, what do you think is like headed your way? Like, what are you excited about in the future? What are you and Drew up to? I feel like you guys are like in your own way, like the next Kardashians, because you guys are like your family unit, and you guys are like building out. Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
My sister always talks about she wants to be like the Obamas. Like,
Oh,
everyone like loves them, but no one knows what they're doing.
Drew
Do you know
for
what
president.
I mean? Yeah. Like, she's just saying, like, with the Kardashians, like, like the empire they've been able to build is like pretty insane, especially all of them having their own identity, but everyone knows that they're family.
Yeah.
But there's like obviously drama because that's what makes people like watch the show.
Yeah.
But my sister's like, I want to be like the Obamas. Like, everyone loves them, and you're like, they're so cool, but I never know what's going on over there.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
That is kind of true. They're just writing books.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be like doing shows. I've never seen one of their shows come out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know. I do love Michelle.
Ugh, obsessed.
I read her books, and then also her outfits.
She just always looks so good.
She's so cool.
I know.
And then like the daughters.
I know, doing like I think one of them works in Hollywood, like as a PA or something.
Like Sasha and
Malia.
Yeah, they're so
Remember when
cool.
they had like pictures of her like smoking weed at Gov Ball?
I was like, live your life, girl.
She's like
Get
21. Who cares?
Yeah. And then like she was smoking a cigarette or something.
They're like, her dad smokes cigarettes.
I'm like, hello, that's legal. Like, also like what? I don't know. I just like people are trying to like paint her out as like this crazy girl. I'm
I know.
She's just a girl.
Yeah. We at the end of the day, we're all just girls. If
That's
you really think
how
about
I
it.
feel.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm having a really hard day, I'm like, I'm just a girl.
I'm
and I'm not.
just a girl. I know. I mean, my sister was talking about how like as soon as I go to get something done with my car, I'm like all of a sudden like I'm a misogynist and I don't know anything. I just had a man around to like really help me do whatever I need. I'm calling my dad. I'm like, they told me that I have to. Like, do you think that's real? He goes, yeah, that's what I told you to do.
That's real.
I forgot. I'm all, okay.
Okay, speaking of girl dinner.
I love
girl dinner.
Yeah, so funny.
That is it's so real.
Yeah.
When I get home and I have nothing to eat, I like eat like a tortilla.
You put butter in it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
a butter tortilla.
Yeah. So
and
good.
I've had my parents ship me some from Texas because they're better.
Yeah.
Which I should find a good like Mexican grocer here.
Oh, I'm sure you can find one. Yeah.
But I love the Texas one.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have like that. I'll have like a half a kombucha.
Yeah.
And then some nuts. And I'm like, I'm so full, guys.
I'm so full.
And then I'm going to bed, my stomach's grumbling, and I'm like, skinny.
Oh, I love being skinny when I lay my head down to sleep.
I need a girl. I don't know how to feed myself.
I know. If there's not like pre-portioned meals, I don't know what's going on at my house.
No, I know. HelloFresh. Girl dinner is so funny because it's such a real thing.
I know.
And like I'm eating girl dinner. It's gay dinner, but I mean,
it is girl dinner. Yeah,
it is. It's like, are you a girl dinner kind of?
Yeah, I saw this girl do a TikTok where she's like, I didn't realize like girl dinner was a thing till I moved in with my boyfriend. He'd be like, "What's for dinner?" And she's like, "Whatever I can find in the kitchen."
Yeah.
He was like, "You're not supposed to eat like that all the time. Like that's not normal."
I know. I saw that video too, and she's like, basically a charcuterie board, and a Capri Sun. And she's like, "No, that's what I feed you." And she's like, that's not how you eat. That's why I need to like marry a chef.
Yeah, I feel that.
Dream guy, billionaire chef. Who, I don't know. I mean, I have a boyfriend, but I'm just joking. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Maybe he could be a chef. I don't know.
He's gonna learn. Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah.
Do you have like a dream girl? Can we like let's put out into the universe?
Okay. Definitely someone. So I'm 29. I'm gonna be 30. So I think my age limit, you have to be born in 1995.
Woo! I feel like it only gets better after 30 is what I've heard.
That's what I've heard. And the last few years have been a little rough. So I'm excited to get over there. You know?
Yeah.
So I have to be born in 95.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many, like, they're fans of like Two Idiot Girls. They're like, please. And I'm like, you're 20. No.
Oh, yeah. They have so much to learn.
I know.
Even like talking to a 22-year-old, I'm like, oh,
I know.
What happened to you? I'm like, you're not.
Well, when I was 22, I was hilarious. I was charismatic. Everyone loved me. I was so annoying, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was 22, I wore overalls to work. That says a lot.
My sister always says that, like, when we had like real corporate like office jobs, she was like, you should have known by my Fashion Nova jeans, like I wasn't being serious here. Like I was not going to be here for the long run. Like be serious. She would do her makeup at her desk sometimes because we worked together, and I'd be like,
God.
bitch, what are you doing? People are like, and we're working with people who are like in their 40s, and we're both like 22, 21, like around. Like I go eat Wendy's for lunch and come back and like try not to fall asleep at my desk, like stuff like that, you know.
When I had a corporate job, I would like take the train. I was only supposed to take like a 30-minute lunch, but I would like take the train into the city, go get salad, sit at the park with my friend. I'd be gone for 2 hours. I'd come back to work like, what happened, you guys? No, I've been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time.
And I remember one time my boss was like, where were you? We missed that meeting. I was like, I had an emergency. I was literally.
I can't really get into it, but I had an emergency.
I was like working in Brooklyn, and I like went to Manhattan and came back like a 2-hour excursion just to like get a salad.
Yeah, I'm trying to live my life.
I was a terrible employee.
I know,
and I still wanted that raise. I was like, I deserve this raise.
I can't believe you guys are. You show up at work at 10 a.m. every day. You're supposed to be there at 8.
Oh,
but at 5, you're like, I'm leaving. I'm clocking out at 5. I'm not a second longer.
One time I showed up in sweats and a ratty t-shirt, and I was like, what are you guys gonna do about it?
They're all firing you. You're like, no, don't. I'm your best employee, please.
I was like, guys, I updated that file. Like,
literally.
I did my work.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
And then, oh my God. Also, like I used to live really far from the office, and if you stayed until 7:30 to 8, you got a free Uber home. So like let's say I was working till like 6, like I was like, okay, well, I might as well hang out. Yeah. I'd be like watching Netflix, waiting for my I'd be like, okay, I can call my Uber now. The 100, like me calling it Uber Black on the company car. It was like $112. I was like, not my money.
Yeah, you're like, car for Eric when you go downstairs. Yeah, I feel that.
One time they were like, they had a whole meeting with the whole office. They're like, you guys are spending too much money on cars home.
You're like, yeah, you guys.
We're moving it back.
You're not even at the meeting. You're like, I was having lunch, so I missed that.
I was like, no, but it's like, we're moving it back to 8:30. And I was like, I have to stay another hour.
More shows, I guess. Yeah.
More shows, I guess. No, but I know, like working corporate job, I'm so glad that's over.
I know.
I'm like, weirdly, I miss the schedule of it. Like I miss like it's not my fault if something doesn't get done. Like I'm like, that's
now it's just you.
Now it's just me. I'm like, I have no one to blame. I'm my only coworker. That's terrible.
She's lazy. You're talking about yourself, yeah.
Looking in the mirror, you bitch. Yeah. Get your stuff done. Like,
yeah, literally.
No, it's so fun. What did you used to do when you were?
My sister and my mom was like the director of PR for a construction services company. So our job was to do like outreach for big like freeway projects. So like we would go to people's houses and be like, oh, like, you know, and like give spiels. Like we're wearing my polo's like way too tight. Like I'm not wearing any makeup. My hair's in a slicked up bun. And I would be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna be in your backyard for like the next 6 months from like 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. just so you know. And everyone was so mean because the area we were working in was really racist. So like I had one guy ask me, like we were doing like a neighborhood meeting, and he was like, where are you even from? And I was like, what? I'm like, I'm from California. And he was, because we were in Orange County. Yeah. And he was like, no, like, are you from this country? Girl, he was like, gonna ask for my immigration papers. Because a lot of people think I'm Latina just off how I look.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
And I'm like, you're stupid. I'm not even Latina. But I mean, I wish I was sometimes, you know. It looks
kind of give Latina.
I feel, me and my mom, I feel like we naturally do, yeah.
Me too, kind of.
Just a little. Yeah.
But I mean, I
am.
I am Latina. A bitty, bitty bum.
Yeah. No, I believe it. There you go.
Oh my God. On one of the episodes I did before, we were doing impressions. And can I show you my Shakira impression?
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So I'd be moving my hips like this. Lole, lole, lole.
That was really good. Hips and everything.
She got her hips. Me too, kind of. Do you and Drew have any big projects coming out? I guess you're not like touring, but you're gonna go do.
We'll do another tour next year. We did one in January of this year, which is like crazy. It feels so much longer ago.
Yeah.
And it'll be, I think, more cross country. So hopefully we'll go to like the East Coast and stuff like that.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah. So I think that's our next big thing. And just for now, I'm just working on the podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's really good.
Thank you.
You guys are so funny, and I love the name.
Two Idiot Girls. I know, it's really funny.
You guys are good at branding.
Yeah, I know, it's true.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. And then so hopefully girlfriend on tour.
A lot of things in the works. Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to think what I want. I just want to be sleeping well. That's my one big dream. I want to be exercising, which is a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
But I like,
You exercise a lot, no?
I try, but I've been traveling so much that it's like not working.
Because I don't want to when I'm traveling. Like when we
No.
went to Hawaii, I told my family I didn't bring any running shoes, no workout clothes. Do not ask me if I'm going on a hike because I'm not going.
Yeah. But I mean, like, fair.
Yeah.
At the bar, drunk at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
This is my woo! Yesterday, I ordered room service and I ordered a margarita.
Fun.
And I have this weird thing where like I don't like to drink liquor alone because I'm like, that's sad for me.
Oh, yeah.
But then yesterday, I was like, I'm doing it.
I earned it, girl.
I had half the margarita passed out. I was like, I woke up at 2 a.m. I was like, damn, that hit me hard. But no, I'm really excited for the rest of the year, actually.
I know.
I feel like 2023 has like been my year.
Yeah, I agree.
It's been your
The
year
Garnier campaign. You got to go to Italy.
yeah.
The Pride Parade. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When I saw my billboard, I started sobbing.
I cried too, and I was looking and I was so excited for
I
you.
cried. And then my friend, she was like, oh my God. And she's taking videos of me crying. I was like, I've never looked uglier. Please delete that right now.
You're like, wait, now do it.
And I was like, oh, I was doing you and Drew's Instagram face.
Yeah.
Chin up, mouth open.
Yeah, just a
lips
little
like
bit.
so luscious, eyes like it's you look so good.
Mysterious.
Yeah, mysterious. I see it for you. We're gonna start our next segment, which is called Ghosted Stories.
Yay.
And basically it's where we have our fans submit, stories of either them getting ghosted or ghosting someone.
Okay.
And we're gonna rate them out of 1 to 10 scaries.
Okay.
I don't really know what that rating system means, but we're just gonna go for
I'm
it.
excited. Do you like ghosting people?
Okay, so I used to. But now
Well, now you're in a relationship. I guess I don't really like to ghost friends.
I like but the thing is like sometimes I get overwhelmed and then I just like don't respond.
Yeah. And then I feel bad when I remember and it's like been 2 weeks.
Yeah. Also, people will like not come up to me and then they'll be like, he was rude. I'm like, you didn't even say hi.
Yeah.
Like someone made a TikTok like he didn't even say hi to anyone there. And I was like, I was anxious.
Really?
One time someone I was like, I don't even remember what you're talking about. I feel like you're just making stuff up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just me. Okay. So we're going. This is the first one.
Okay.
Number 1 is, so I was seeing this guy and I asked him to help me install my AC and he dropped it out of the window and then got mad when I said it was too hot to have sex.
He's like, that's why I dropped it out the window.
Yeah. And then he stormed out and blocked me on everything to avoid paying for my AC.
I'd be so pissed. Or do you run
Oh my
hot?
God.
I'm always hot.
I run hot.
Yeah.
Well, like I feel like, have you ever like slept next to a guy?
No.
Oh, well, like I feel like men run at a like standard temperature of 350 degrees.
Me
like,
too. So I feel
like,
that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Also, ACs are not cheap.
Especially if you're putting it in a window.
It just fell.
Yeah. And I think he drops and he goes, let's start having sex.
Yeah, he's like, let's. Like what?
Now that that's over. Yeah.
I would have been like, Venmo me right now.
You're not leaving.
You're not leaving until I see this money in my account.
No way. I'd be
babe.
so pissed.
Blocked you on everything after you said, well, one, what did he think was gonna happen? Also, why did he volunteer? Did you ask? Like, cause
yeah,
I would be pissed.
Especially if you volunteered, he's like, no, I could do that. Don't pay anyone to do that.
Oh.
And he goes, anyways.
Oh, I know it got quiet. It just fell. It just fell, and they looked out the window like, you want?
He puts his hand on her back. He's like, back to where we were.
Okay, that is like so shit. 1 out of 10. Like
yeah,
you're like, or no, yeah,
10 out of 10.
Well, he ghosted her. So
okay.
So he's trash.
Yeah. So yeah, 1
I
out of
would
10.
find him
somewhere on LinkedIn.
I'd show up somewhere and I'd get my cash.
Yeah.
Because I would like at least $200 for an AC.
At least, yeah. And then I'm like, don't install it, just give it to me.
Do they have window ACs in LA or is it always like central area?
Like central. It's both. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, where I live, I have central AC, and that thing
Yeah.
is at 65 at all times, no matter what the temperature is outside. I don't
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like literally freezing. I'm like, oh, it's at 62, which is an impossible temperature to get to.
I'm like, oh, let me put a sweater on. I'm not turning it down.
I literally have a sweatshirt on. I'm like, it's 89 degrees outside. I'm like, ooh. But that's kind of the best feeling.
Yeah.
I love being cold.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then I walk outside and I'm sweating immediately.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sweating. Are you not a summer girl?
I used to think I'm not, even though I grew up in California. And then when I went to college at the University of Oregon, they don't see sun.
You went to U of O?
Yeah.
That's where my boyfriend went.
No way.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Sco Ducks?
Yeah, Sco Ducks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And you do the little L or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But they don't see sun for like almost the whole year.
It's
so
really rainy.
It's
Isn't
rainy.
it super humid?
In the summer or
the
spring,
summer,
yeah.
yeah.
And then they go like float in the river, like white people shit like that. And I did it once and I was like, never again. I almost drowned. And my friends are all wearing water shoes. I'm like, those are stupid. I get stuck on the rocks and my feet are like thrashed at the end of the ride. Yeah. But it was really cute. But
okay, water shoes are just an embarrassing piece of clothing.
I know.
Like, I don't care
Make
how
them
safe
cuter.
it is. Yeah. Give me like a water like croc.
I would wear a water croc. Yeah.
A water croc, like a water Ugg.
Yeah.
I'd be like and splashing.
Yeah. Like posing the thing. Yeah.
Like, okay. Okay. So number 2 is my boyfriend used to ghost me for 3 to 4 days at a time and pretend like it was nothing.
I hate that.
He doesn't like you, girl.
No. You know how they do that thing where they'll be like if it took me an hour to respond to you, they'll wait an hour and then respond to me?
Me. I'm petty, girl.
Really?
I was like, oh, you took 3 hours? I'm going to take 5.
That's crazy.
Unless I'm drunk, I'm like, I miss you.
What are you doing?
Like, I feel like, I don't know why I would just like, I didn't want to look desperate. I think that was more like,
yeah.
ooh.
This is really scary.
But I think it was more like I didn't want to look like I was too invested.
Yes.
And then I would get over it. Like if I liked you, I'd actually like get over that.
Yeah.
But it was more like a mental. I think also I have social anxiety when it comes to like talking to someone who's attractive.
Me too.
So I'm like,
I can't like look them in the eye.
Yeah.
That's how I feel all the time.
So I don't know why. I just feel like that's why I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 to 4 days business.
That's a lot.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Well, what would you rate that one? I would give it like a 3 out of 10. That's pretty shitty.
3 out of 10.
Especially if you're still together. Maybe he got over it.
Maybe it was like you, where he was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's not like terrible, but it's like also like not a good. It's kind of a red flag.
I hope he's not doing it anymore. I feel that, yeah.
Okay. So I would give it a 3 out of 10. Is that what you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 3 is this guy ghosted me because I wasn't white and skinny enough for him. He called me a beaner. Been there, girl.
That's crazy.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Bitch, you gotta expose him.
Yeah.
Get him canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Email his job.
Like, something, yeah.
Something.
Did you know your employee is calling people these names on the internet?
Yeah. Find his mom on Facebook.
Yeah. I hope you know your son.
She's probably racist too.
I know. She's all, and I do it again, huh? The mom
Yeah.
doubles down.
That's really crazy. I feel like that's sad. That would make that would really upset. Also, like that would stick with me for a long time.
I know. It's something you think about for a long time. I feel that.
I'll give it. What would you rate that one?
Like 1 out of 10, right?
Yeah, 1 out of 10. That's terrible.
That's awful. Yeah.
Okay, number 4 is kind of long, so this is gonna be a minute. But
Okay.
after matching with a guy on Tinder, let's call him Gio, and talking on Snapchat for 2 days, he became curious and asked the question we all expect. However, his choice of words were, if you were to sleep on a bunk bed, would you sleep on the top or the bottom? After I told him I'm a virgin and I don't have any experience in the bedroom, he responds, I can change that. This question followed after talking about each other's perfect first date. His being that we meet in private at his apartment. Wait, that he shares with 3 other people instead of meeting in public. Though he said if I wanted to meet in public, he wanted me to pick him up at his apartment first on the first date. So we ended up canceling the first date and instead FaceTimed first to get to know each other. I soon realized we have opposite views on everything, religion, dating, styles, etc. But Gio said, you'll never have to question the status of my interest in you. I will always be truthful. You're cute. Clearly, I want to you, but eventually I'll get there. What? This is still the second day of knowing each other and not even having met in person. So I began to ghost him the following day until one day he said, I miss you. And then I blocked him.
That was a story.
That was a really long story. 10 out of 10.
I would have ghosted him. It's too much.
See, I feel like if you're a virgin and you like have no clue what you're doing yet, you might be like, well, I'll give him another. I'll just see like he misses me.
Yeah, especially if you have no experience with anything, like especially like what a good partner is or anything like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Like they make you do crazy things and you're like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then you do and you're like, what's wrong with me? Why did I do that?
I feel like experience is so good. Like
yeah.
You need to have like some experience.
But it's so hard to get experience if like that's what you're supposed to be experiencing.
Like dealing with. He's like, I can change that. Oh, I would have blocked him right then.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was like sexy in the moment. Cause like, I don't know. I
mean, you're cute and I want to you, but I'll get there. Get where? I'm scared.
His name is Gio. He's Italian. Red flag number 1.
red flag.
Yeah, red flag number 1. Mm-hmm. He wants to me. There's a red flag there too.
What if the bunk? Who else is scared? Yeah, me too. Who else is scared? I was thinking, what did the bunk bed thing mean? Is that
bunk bed top or bottom? Like you're gay, like top or...
The way I'm like, I'm also a virgin and I don't know. I'm like, what does that mean?
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, well, I had one with my sister and I was on the top bunk and she was on the bottom. Like, I don't know what that means.
You could have just asked top or bottom. Like,
Yeah.
That is so funny. If you were in a bunk bed. That is like a fifth grader way to ask
would you
a
like
question.
someone to butter your muffin? That's what it reminds me of. Like, I'm like, what?
Is that the lesbian version?
No, for Mean Girls, remember he says that?
Oh
He's like,
yeah. Okay. What about like scissoring? Like that's such is there like a lesbian version of like, do you like? No, there's no lesbian. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know. I didn't know that in lesbian world that there's tops and bottoms either until I was single, and I was like, oh no, that makes sense. I see what we're saying.
There's like a more dominant one, and then like a.
I guess like when people are like, you need dom femmes, I'm like, what the does that mean?
I don't know what that means either. Girl.
I don't want to know what that means. I'm scared. Maybe I am the dom femme, and that's why I don't understand that. But I don't feel like I am.
The female anatomy really, I don't understand.
Confuses me. Yeah.
It's really confusing to me. I'm
yeah.
Like,
There's a lot going on down there. I feel like with men it's easier.
You
There's
have
just
your
one
honkers,
thing.
and then
you have your bazungas.
Your bazungas, and then I don't know what else.
And then whatever else is down there. Yeah. No, definitely. With women it's scarier because I feel like when men and women have sex, like they can both feel what's happening.
Yeah.
But when it's two women, like it's same with I guess two men, like I can't feel what you're feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you have to like kind of walk them through it and be like, oh, like do this. You know what I mean?
I can see that. I know what you mean. I'm like still like, huh? But wait, do you have any ghosted stories you wanted to tell?
Oh yeah. Okay. So basically I saw someone that I thought was attractive on TikTok and I followed them on Instagram, as one does. And they followed me back and I was like, okay, slay. And then we started talking and then they would ghost me like 2 to 3 days and then would like start talking to me again. And every time we talked, they would be like, we should hang out, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I was like super excited about it. Mm-hmm. And then finally I saw them traveling and we would only talk on Instagram, which I think is really weird. So she said they only talked on Snapchat. I'm like, I gave you my phone number. Why are we not texting?
Yeah.
Like you're keeping track of your bitches. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, that's fine. But like, I don't know. I thought it was weird. And then my last like final straw was like, they stopped talking to me for like 3 days or 4 days. And I saw that they were traveling. So they were like, oh, sorry, I was traveling to go see my situationship. But when I get back, we should hang out. No. And I didn't want it to seem like it bothered me. So I waited a day or two to respond. And then I was like, oh, that's fine. Like I'm super busy, even though I was like really irritated.
Yeah.
And then they responded, we should hang out. And then I ghosted so I could win. Have my final word.
Sometimes ghosting feels like a win.
Yeah. And I'm like,
it really does feel like a win sometimes. I'm like, okay, I kind of got you.
Yeah. I eat you up with that one.
My ghosted story is like it's not that crazy. But one time, this guy, I was like not seeing, we'd been on a few dates.
Okay.
And we like made out and then, and he texted me, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, turns out I have gonorrhea, chlamydia, and possibly syphilis. And I was like, who are you? I literally was at my desk at work and I went down. I was like, oh my God. And I was like,
this is going to take another 2-hour lunch. I'll be back.
I was like, let me get on the subway. I gotta go to the bar.
Time off, girl. You don't understand.
But we hadn't like had sex.
Okay.
So I was like, I wasn't like super worried, but I was like, oh my God. And then he sent me that. And then when I got tested, I was fine.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay. And then I'll never forget. I like didn't text him back. Or I said, I like said something really dramatic, like to a sentence. Can't remember. And then he texted me like 3 months later and he was like, I can't stop thinking about you. I was like, bitch, we went on 3 dates.
Well, stop because I'm not interested.
And I never responded. I was like, oh, sorry, babe.
Yeah.
And then my friends were mad at me. They were like, it's just an STI. And I was like, but I don't want to
be with someone that has all that. Just because they're not practicing safe sex, which I feel like is a red flag. It freaked me out.
Also, I was still like freshly gay.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was like still like getting into being gay. So I was like, oh, I don't really like know
what the next steps are. Yeah.
Yeah, like how to deal with this mentally.
I think that's a huge red flag. Like, I feel like, you can't control you can kind of control how you contract.
It was just all three, girl.
Yeah.
You're just collecting them like coins in Mario. What are you doing?
It's the final boss.
Yeah. Like, babe, you were building something up. Yeah. I don't know. That was just wild to me.
That's too much.
Yeah. So that was when I ghosted. And I felt like it was fair, but my friends were like, why would you do that? I was like, you don't get me.
Well, I feel like you don't get it unless it's happening to you, of course.
Yeah. It was just a lot for me.
Yeah.
And then also I was like, I'm too pretty for this. Like,
it's true.
Pretty people shouldn't have to deal with these. Like this.
These are not pretty people problems, so I'm not doing that. I feel that.
Thank you so much for being here. Woohoo!
Thank you for having me.
I literally had so much fun.
Me too.
That was like so easy.
I know.
It was a good episode. Yay.
You're amazing at this.
Oh, you are too.
Thank
Well, you're just
you.
like naturally like easy to talk to.
Pretty, successful,
Beautiful, rich,
athletic. Yeah.
nice shoes.
Exactly.
Pretty hair.
Mm-hmm.
Good teeth.
Slay. Yeah.
Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All of it. Latina. Let's throw that in there too.
Okay, that's my gig.
You know what? I've had enough.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've had enough. But do you have anything you'd like to say to the audience? Perhaps where to find you on social? Anything coming up?
Yeah.
Available on Hinge?
Yeah. No. Don't look for me on there. My handles everywhere are Deison Afualo. I post mostly on Instagram and TikTok. I have my podcast with my sister Drew Afualo, who she's kind of up and coming right now. No one really knows of her. So be on the lookout for her. We have a podcast together called Two Idiot Girls that I really, really love and I'm super passionate about. But that's basically it I'm working on right now. Yeah.
Also, I must say your Instagram stories are always fun.
Thank you.
You're really. I always feel like I'm FaceTiming my best friend when you're like.
Oh, I love it. That's like the biggest compliment I feel like people can give you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you always like set it up and then you're like complain and then you're like, okay, I'm done. I don't know. It's always fun. It's always fun. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Gay and Afraid. Thank you so much for my guest, Deison. You literally could not have asked for a better guest. So fun. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Rico Taquito. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, don't. Thank you so much again, campers. Please follow, rate, and review Gay and Afraid wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe to the Past Your Bedtime channel on YouTube for full video episodes. We'll see you next Tuesday, campers. Thank you. I love you. Bye.